What's happening, Isaac, mate? What's going on? Is that you in there, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
New car's looking nice, man.
Yeah, shout out to my sponsor, car sponsor, Paul Jackson. Hooks me up nice. My first ever car is a Sirocco R-Line.
There you go.
Epic.
There you go. Well, let's see what it's driving like. This is James Helder for iPhone TV in association with MTK Global. I'm on the road today with Brixton's very own Chambo.
What's up?
Man like Isaac Chamberlain. What's happening, Isaac? You alright?
Yeah, man, I'm good, I'm good.
It's been a little while since we caught up. I've got to say, nice car you've got here, mate. Can you tell us how you managed to acquire this?
My sponsor, Paul Jackson, he's a car sponsor, he hooked me up. What the heck is that sound? Yeah, but yeah, he hooked me up, man, you know, for my birthday. And he was like, you know, because he believes in my ability to be the best that I can be, you know.
Yeah.
This is basically my first ever car.
This is your first ever car, isn't it?
Yeah, epic.
I've come and met you, and I know you used to use the train and the tube to get to the gym for training every day. So how helpful is it that what Paul's done for you?
Oh, great! It's amazing, you know, because after what do you call it, like coming home from training and stuff and all of that, you know, like on the train and stuff, you can catch germs and stuff. You know what I mean, from other people.
Yeah.
So this is really good, you know. It's like really beneficial to my training and commuting around London anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
give you
man.
a little profile boost as well, isn't it? Driving around a bit, all the girls are
Mate, listen, don't let my girlfriend hear that, because she'll just knock me out real quick.
The other wisdom tooth will be going.
Nah, bro, I don't know, man.
What's been going on with the teeth then? I know you've had a few issues. You had an operation, didn't you, getting your wisdom
Yeah,
teeth?
look, my face is swollen. Look, my face is swollen, man. Like, basically, it became too painful. Like, no one really knows, yeah, but I was battling through that wisdom tooth pain through the Wadi Camacho fight, you know, because I didn't want to pull out. And I didn't want to be known as a guy that backs out. Do you know what I mean? No matter what. My shoulder dislocated 3 weeks before. Do you know what I mean? But I still didn't want to back out. I was just thinking, no way, man, this stuff can't happen to me, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know. Everything is going
Let's
great.
look back on that Wadi Camacho fight for yourself. A real kind of moment you gained the respect of a lot of boxing fans.
Yeah.
Your shoulder popped out in the fight. You had to show a lot of heart and courage to stay in there. How do you look back on it? What do you look back at that?
I just think that's just they know what I've been doing in the gym, you know. Like I'm a person, I take my training very seriously. Everything that's happening in my life is because of what I'm doing in that ring, and then I see it as you have to take it with 100% seriousness. And because I worked so hard, you know, I worked so hard. I was never slacking, always on time, first to be in, last to leave. You know, I'm basically obsessed with boxing, obsessed with my progression, obsessed with becoming better, you know. And when that happened, I was thinking to myself, why me, you know? Why me? And then I was thinking in the end, listen, this doesn't have to be the end. Most people would have quit and said, no, do you know what, rematch, whatever. But I told myself, this doesn't have to be the end, you know? And then I was thinking, I can change this. I was thinking, I can change this for real. So I was just begging, like, Mom, pull it back in, please, pull it back in. Everyone was saying, pull him out, you can't do it, pull him out. I was speaking in my own language to my uncle. I was saying, listen, don't you think about pulling me out. You know, I was saying, don't think about pulling me out. I was telling him, put the shoulder in this way, pull it in this way, you know, bend it this way, just to pull it back in. So at one time he pulled it in the wrong way, like he over bent it, and I felt even more excruciating pain. Like you could see I was shaking and vibrating, like, do you know what I mean? So it was crazy, you know.
Did you feel that was a sort of a pinnacle moment for you in your career so far?
So far, yeah. I don't
dreams
think
was everything flashing in front of your face.
Everything.
That
But they don't realize that, you know, even before that fight, Ross Henshaw. Even before that fight, Ross Henshaw, undefeated, he was undefeated at the time, 7-0, 4 knockouts. You know, he broke my rib in the first round, even though I had problems with my rib like a week before the fight. He basically injured it, you know.
I was there for the Henshaw fight.
Mental fight, yeah.
It was a good fight, and it was a good test for you at that point, and a real legitimate step up from the opposition you sort of faced.
Yeah, definitely. No, even though
As well as on the road as well.
Yeah, even what's his name? Martin Granger. You know, in my third fight, he came back. He won he was in the prize fighter. He won the international masters title. You know, things like that. So I've been having these tests all my career. You know, and I'm glad because I know what to expect now. I've not been knocking over nobodies. You know, but people, at least people know that. You know what? When Isaac has actually proved himself so far, you know, with the heart, with the determination. Because there was times in that Russ Henshaw fight, and I was thinking, this because he applied non-stop pressure. I saw his Facebook posts before the fight, like a week before the fight, and he was saying stuff like, he's trained so hard. He's never trained as hard as he has. He's training 3 times a day, doing all of that stuff. So I knew something was coming. The fight was, you know, it was going to be a big fight. And I remember he just put everything into that fight. I know he gave me everything, you know, he gave me his all. Because I was feeling it, like he didn't stop coming. I knocked him down in the first round. He came back up, just kept coming. He kept greeting down. He kept coming. Nobody, like, that pressure is a hard, you know, it's a hard pressure to take when someone keeps coming at you no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, but imagine I knocked out all my opponents before, what would have happened? Like, I would have been like, I wouldn't have confidence. I'll be like, no, this is just too much. But the will that I wanted it so badly, I think that's the difference, you know, between these talented guys and really getting to the top is how bad you want it, you know. That's why sorry?
You've been back in action on the NXT Gen show.
Yeah.
How was the shoulder then? How did you feel?
Oh, it felt good. I was actually happy that it felt good. It was in the back of my head, you know. It was in the back of my head, like a little bit, warming up on the pads and stuff behind in the changing rooms. That was in the back of my head. I was thinking, please, I'm begging you, don't let it come out again, you know. But it was good. It felt good. It felt, you know, right.
Everybody's trying to get an advantage in boxing, whether it be mental work, whether it be doing extra road work, extra strength and conditioning, members of the team, dietitians, nutritionists. I noticed you've got a hypnotist on board your team. And you're probably I know Peter McDonough uses him as well.
Oh, there's one guy called Rory Jackson. Now he's like, you know, he's a person that I can talk to about anything. You know, I can talk to him about anything, literally. Like, hypnotist.
Do you genuinely believe in hypnotism though?
Mate, I don't know. Like, there's certain things like it's not really hypnotism. Like it's like your subconscious mind and stuff.
Okay.
You know, it makes you like battle through whatever you have to.
I think it gives you an inner confidence.
Yeah, it definitely does. You know, it definitely does. Like Rory Jackson is an amazing guy. You know, like I can talk to him about anything. He helps me. He gives me some good advice about life as well. You know, I'm a person. I want to seek advice from everyone that's been there before and done it, so I don't make the same mistakes they did. You know, I'm a sort of person, I like to do that a lot. You know, so yeah. Rory's a funny guy, but yeah, that stuff, like, it's a secret weapon, but it works. You know, it works. So give it a try.
Whatever works for you individually and personally, isn't it? Like, if that helps you, then that's, you know what I mean, that's beneficial to you. I think everyone's sort of different. Like, it does sound very interesting.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But right now, I'm just trying to, you know, work really. Because remember, boxing is not just your ability. You know, it's your branding, it's your image, it's appealing to everyone else. You know, and that's what I'm trying to do as well. I'm trying to, you know, have a solid foundation, a solid team. You know, there's my representative, and he's a good friend of mine. His name's David Johnson. You know, he helps me out with everything. You know, he helps me a real lot. You know, since after the Wadi Camacho fight, you know, he helped me a lot. I've known him before. I had my debut, but he's helped me out a lot with everything. You know, with the contract side of stuff. You know, and Combo Nation, they've been helping me with PR and stuff. You know, you know, everyone is doing their job. You know, everyone's doing their job. So it's really, you know, I'm just trying to build the Isaac Chamberlain brand. That's how you saw so many people came out to my fight. in your call, the drums were banging, everyone was there screaming, shouting. Everyone went to the pub before they came in to watch me, screaming their heads off. It's a good experience, but you know, doing that, all of that under the pressure of the fans and having to appeal to everyone and being exciting and everything, and after it's a lot to take on, but you know, like, you wouldn't be in it if it was easy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
have you noticed a notable improvement in your popularity
since
you've signed with MTK, since you worked with Eddie Hearn, since the sort of the big wins Henshaw and Woody Camacho alone?
Definitely. But I still feel, I don't know why, but I still feel like I'm the underdog, that I still have to prove myself. You know, I don't know why, but I just still feel it. I still feel that everyone's always gonna have questions, doubts and stuff that, oh yeah, Isaac, he's good, but I just still feel like, you know, I still feel like I have to prove myself. I have to prove myself because they're never gonna be satisfied, you know. Like, you know, I've gave them the test of my heart. You know, I've been doing extra strength and conditioning sessions with my trainer Jay Brockway. You know, at Equilibrium, it's in Shepherd's Bush. Yeah, I've been doing all of that. You know, I've been working real hard. You know, but they'll still have stuff to say. You know, even now my punch power has improved a lot. You know, I knocked out my opponent in the third round in my last fight. You know, it's improving a lot.
Do you feel your boxing and your timing's improving? We know you've even been invited to go out to spar Deontay Wilder for camp, etc. Do you think your timing is improving as well as your power?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's just about just taking my time. You know, sometimes I just want to jump in and thinking, I'm seeing all these guys saying, yeah, I can beat all of them, whatever. But it's all about taking my time. I really have to take my time in this game because, you know, I'm only 23 years old. You know, they're still young in this game. So all I have to do is just take my time, baby steps, just keep pushing myself. You know, but I'll always have that underdog mentality because I was always stuck with that underdog mentality. You know, I was always the underdog. You know, so I just have to just keep grafting, keep obsessed with progression, and just keep getting better.
Do you feel that you've got to perform and impress that a little bit more, having not had that massive exposure as an amateur compared to some of the other fighters in the Matchroom stable?
Yeah, of course. Like, you have to do your bit to be completely different from everyone else. You know, like, and Eddie's doing a good thing because now everyone's being tested. If you got it, you've got it. Like, have you got it? Like, Eddie's doing a good job with that. You know, testing all of the guys, so they know when it's crunch time, have you really got the balls to really fight out and do it for your career and try to change your life. You know.
How much interactions do you have with Eddie Hearn? Weekly, daily, monthly? How does it sort of work with you and him, or is it just a case of when you're fighting, you're on the fight program, etc.?
Basically it's more fight. I think my uncle speaks to him a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, I'm more of a guy that's just, you know, I'm just focusing on the training and then I fight whoever they put in front of me, you know. But yeah, I think my uncle, and he deals with all of that, the business side of stuff. But you know, me and Eddie are cool, you know. Yeah.
So when can we anticipate seeing you back in action? What's the plan? Is there anything your uncle has spoke to Eddie about?
I don't know.
Get in.
But I think something about, I think in June, the 3rd of June or something like that. You know, so I'm just gonna keep.
Will that be an NXT Gen show? Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. So it's just about, we're just gonna, I don't know, man. Just wait and see. But at the moment, just gonna keep working hard. Just keep grafting, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta push yourself past the boundaries. If you push yourself so hard in training, when it gets to the fight, because the fight is so different. You know, it's so different. The pressure and everything is like, you can see everything more in a fight. Like, when you feel it more. If you get hit and you feel it more. Like with the 10-ounce gloves, and people don't understand that. You know, they just think it's the same as the training. But if you train extremely hard to the point where you want to be sick, like you don't want to do it anymore, you don't want to see a bag anymore, you know, then when you get to the fight, it's a lot easier. You know, the fighting is a lot easier. The training is the hardest part. You know, my uncle made me run 6 miles and do sprints and then straight into the gym, like no rest, straight into the gym for sparring, just to know how to fight when
you're fatigued,
when I'm fatigued, when I'm tired, to know how to do it. Do you know what I mean? So you know, I commend him a lot for that, because he's opened my eyes a lot about the sport of boxing. You know, he's opened my eyes a whole lot about the sport of boxing. And
he was some fighter, your Uncle Ted Bammy.
Yeah, he was some
good
fighter. Yeah,
good fighter.
And he gives me a lot of advice, a lot of experience. You know, and it's just about how can I say it? Just soaking in all of his experience and trying to use it. You know, the good stuff, and obviously the things that messed up a lot of these boxers' career. You know, trying to avoid that. You know, like the partying, the woman, trying to be really disciplined.
Falling in the cracks of life.
Yeah. So,
someone wants
you know, it doesn't really appeal to me going out and stuff. I just, after training, I'll go home, you know, watch Netflix, play PlayStation.
Yeah.
You know, that's it, and that's my life. After my fight, what I did, I just went home and started, there was finishing the new series of Narcos. You know, I was just chilling. You know, that's the type of guy. Everyone's always asking me, is that come on, but I'm not really a person that wants to go out, because I'll think to myself, what am I celebrating? You know, I'll think to myself, what am I celebrating? I'm not celebrating nothing. I don't feel like I've done anything in this sport to even celebrate. You know, and if I win a world title, I'll be like, no, I need to win another world title.
You're not the after party type of fighter, are you? Obviously, you're very humble, very quiet.
Yeah.
And you sort of do your thing, and then
I like to read as well.
I know you like to take in knowledge and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to become a real student of the game. You know, like I remember when I spoke to Andre Ward. You know, like he was at the Eubank and Quinlan Way, and you know, I had a long 40-minute conversation with him, and he was giving me so much advice. You know, you can't get none of this stuff get to you. You know, you have to be so mentally strong. You know.
Did they try to sign you before you turned pro to Eubanks? Did they want you to come and join their camp?
No, they didn't. I don't. No.
There's a few rumours about that.
No, no. But yeah, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's just like, how can I say it? It gave me so much advice. You can't let none of this get to your head. That's why after training, I'm always back in the gym. Always back in the gym trying to work on something else, trying to be disciplined. I'm trying to be like, you know, Bernard Hopkins with his discipline, how he was. You know, he never missed a session. You know, you can't miss a session. You can't let it slack. You can't let it get to you, because it's all going to be in the bank. When it counts, when it's crunch time, and it's a hard fight, you're going through past the 6th round, the 7th round, and it gets really tough, you know. And then the championship rounds, the 10, 11, 12, then you're gonna know, do you really want it bad? Did you really work harder in the sprints? Did you really work harder training, and did you really work? Like, did you put in 100%? You know, that's you know, that's where my confidence comes from. You know, when I know that I put in the work, I done all the sprints, I done all the sparring, I done everything in my power to succeed. Now I just have to let God do His part.
The longevity of your career, do you see yourself as someone who wants to stick around to the age of Bernard Hopkins, or is it a case of fulfilling your dream and then looking to get out of the sport with your faculties intact? How do you see your career, the longevity of your career?
I'm definitely to have my faculties intact. I don't want to, you know, if I have like a daughter in the future, go to their parents even, and I can't even speak to the teachers, and then making fun of the daughter, like, because I can't speak because I'm in the sport too long. I'm just trying to be very smart. You know, it's a short career. It's a very short career, and you can make a lot of money from this career. You know, so all I have to do is just save money, invest in houses, whatever. You don't need to flash and buy the latest trainers and buy the latest jewelry and watches, because that stuff never lasts. You know, that's what I'm trying to be very wise with what I'm doing. You know, we're all working together. You know, my team is working very, very well together in ensuring, you know, that I get like the most out of my career. You know, even my mum's helping me as well, saving my money and stuff. She's studying accounting, you know, to help me as well. You know, So yeah, everyone's doing their part, you know, and I'm just blessed to have these people around me. You know, just blessed to have these people around me. I now just have to live up to it, which is win, you know, which is win. But I'm doing everything in my power, so you know, that's it, man. That's it. Doing everything in my power.
Big fights coming up, notably Anthony Joshua Vladimir Klitschko as well, which will be a big chance for Anthony to reign superiority on the division. How do you see that fight playing out?
I think Anthony will probably knock him out, simply because Vladimir, I think he's had his days. He's worked extremely hard to stay at the top for so long, you know. But I think that's it, you know. I think probably after this he's gonna retire, big payday, and then, you know, just chill out. But he's very experienced and he's big. He's like the same size as Joshua, so I think that will be the first person Joshua, you know, that has fought that's his size. You know.
Valid point.
Yeah, so he could probably nick it or something, but you know, I don't know. Like when you get hit with Anthony Joshua's punch, well, how will he react? You know, because a lot of people, I stopped listening to trash talk since Charles Martin was saying I walked this earth like a god, and then came in, he got hit with 2 punches and he dropped. So he was talking a lot, saying he's gonna do this and do that. And I don't know, maybe he's trying to sell the fight or something. I don't know.
You mentioned Charles Martin. Have you seen any of his Instagram videos?
Mate, he's lost it, man. He's lost it, man. He's lost it, bro. I don't know what he's doing. Like, but you know, you have to read between the lines of his videos. Maybe he's probably having some personal issues or something.
Yeah.
That's why you can't really talk bad about people or laugh at people, because you don't know what's going on, you know, in their personal lives. So like, I don't really want to touch on that subject, because obviously it's his life, innit? You know. But from the outside, it looks like he's trying to wind people up with what he's saying, or he's just doing some craziness. I don't know. But you know, it's best for me not to say, because you know, I don't know him that well.
The girls' gym's always been a hub for boxing. There's always been some good fighters coming out of that gym. Recently, the likes of Dillian White.
Yeah.
He's been around and in and out of that gym since he was a little child. Yourself, you've got there Chris Congo coming through as well.
Mm-hmm.
How does that gym keep turning out good, skilled, tough fighters?
I think it's the grit of the gym. You know, you go there and like you get worked. You know, it's the grit of the gym. It's not a gym where it's just like nothing's handed to you there. You know, it's strictly grit and sawdust. You know, it's a very how could I say it? Like a gym that's full of talent. Yeah, and the talent is brought out through constant repetition, constant work ethic. You know, everyone's in there always sweating, blood, sweat and tears. You spar and you spar and you spar. As guys get dropped there all the time, and they just get back up and they just carry on, and no one says nothing, no one bats an eye, because they know everyone's out there trying to make something of themselves. You know, and it's a good old school gym. You know, kind of reminds me of the Kronk gym. You know, no, it's good. Like that's how gyms are supposed to be. No one's supposed to like baby you into thinking this boxing game is easy, because this boxing game is not easy. You know, it's not easy at all. Like it will require everything that you have, every ounce of sweat that you have, every ounce of effort, because this game is just, sometimes you look back and you think of it and you think, wow. Now I remember after my fight, the one before the Camacho fight, and then my body was busted up. Like the rope burns, my eye was swollen, because I got hit with quite a lot of headbutts. You know, because he came in, because he's a southpaw and he's taller. I came in, bow, right in my eye.
That stance thing sometimes, where you got an orthodox and southpaw fighter,
yeah,
you're gonna get that head clashing.
Yeah, mate, it hurt, and I was thinking, that's another thing I gotta worry about. You know, but you just gotta fight through all the battles, and you just gotta have that warrior mentality. You gotta be an absolute warrior. You gotta be smart, but you gotta be very mean. You know, you have to have the intention to hurt. You have to just, you know, we work on tactics every day, me and my uncle. What tactics to use against what fighter, and I do it every day. That's why you've seen an improvement. That's why you've seen an improvement a lot, you know, in all of my fights. because I'm trying to up it all the time. You know, so yeah, man, I'm just waiting for what the next thing brings, you know, and just keep grafting away in secret, you know, watching YouTube videos, studying tapes, studying fighters, study what they do under adversity and how they react to it, their mindset as well, psychologically, how they act. You know, the little things that make a big difference, you know, and I can always use it and incorporate into my repertoire. So just keep doing it, man.
Well, listen, keep focused for 2017.
Definitely.
No doubt you'll be ready and fit and waiting for opportunity to bring itself to you. And yeah, thank you very much for giving Alpha TV a bit of your time today, Isaac, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Man like Newton.